Marth's advantage. But if the Roy is really good at getting in, and if the Marth isn't like properly spacing, then it can definitely be a tough time. Because like right now, already it's like whenever he got in.
Yeah, what does Marth have as an option like to get out?
Yeah, because Roy has just better frame data, whereas Marth just has better range.
And I mean, they both technically have equal kill power.
It depends. Like, I would say Marth's kill power is better overall. Like,
but it's getting it.
Yeah, it's just. Well, no. Well, that's the thing. I would say getting Marth's is better, but Roy has more. It's just hard to get.
Yeah, you know, because you can just jump in, get really close. And whereas for Marth,
that was a really good spot dodge from Tater, though.
Yeah.
Good awareness on how long that charge lasts. Ooh,
okay.
I like that option, because most people, I think, would just back air there, and then they would get punished.
Yeah, cause Tater's really patient, and like that's one thing that I kind of noticed in general. I was trying to play some friendlies with Saber earlier.
Okay.
And I think the biggest weakness of his gameplay is his patience.
Yeah.
And right now, he's not throwing out a bunch of active hitboxes.
Right.
And like that's kind of one thing that's like if you're not spacing them, not auto-canceling, or you know missing that cancel window for Marth's aerials, he's landing like it's terrible.
It's pretty bad. And he's doing a good job of like he's throwing the hitboxes out when he needs to. He's spacing them well. Like he's down tilts, just keeping them on the ledge. And look, like he's fading them back. That's gonna take some.
That was good.
Up tilt's very strong.
But yeah, so it's definitely good gameplay.
No,
Saber, he was expecting.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna keep going in, which
it's not wrong.
Roys do like to go in. I just don't really like the risk reward on being out of stuff. Whew. Especially on a character as like if it's a weaker character like Sheik, where like the punish won't be necessarily as hard, unless like it depends on the situation. Like against Roy, I would never really do it just because of the raw power he has. Oh, that was a super good call out.
That's actually one of Tater's best things. I've seen him take so many stocks just from like standing there and at the proper spacing, and then just punishing like the roll option and things to that regard.
And like for a player that's like as relatively new as he is, he's definitely like got the whole like just not throwing out moves all the time thing down. Because a lot of people, whenever they're newer, what they want to do is they want to just like keep pushing buttons until like
something
one of them
works.
hits.
Yeah.
But he's fine to just sit there and like watch what his opponent's doing. Like right there, whenever he was like calling out that tech in super hard, but he could have covered the other options just because of Roy's like winding speed.
Right. Oh, is the link not working?
Oh, it's TSO36, but Justice put it up.
Oh, I messed it up. Yeah, I'll fix that. Sorry about that, guys. Moobot, come to my safe, or come to my rescue.
Alright, so it looks like we've got some contemplation coming here on the,
I'm thinking he might be debating a character switch.
Maybe, but I don't know if I would go with his character switch. I feel like the Marth is fine. It's just that like those small decisions were
the big thing, because like those like up tilt out shield, he just didn't space on his shield properly. So
yeah, he was just.
He just needs to be confident about his.
As long as he's a bit more just a bit more patient and spacing like a bit more outside of Roy's range, he'll be fine. Ooh, that was a really good tomahawk jab there from Tater. Not an option you see too much. Normally with tomahawks, what you're going to expect is to grab, but he just threw out a jab. Oh, interesting up B, but nice use of the platforms to kind of what's the word? Like get the like
pressure.
Well, no,
not
because like he
pressure.
upbeat out. And then he used as a mix-up. He used the platforms as a mix-up for where he was going to land.
Right.
Which is a really good option. Oh,
covered it with a dash attack. I guess he didn't want to. Okay.
Good up, dude. That's one of the like good little things about Marth's recovery is that you can space it to where that's not going to take it.
Yeah, it looks like Saber's at that point again where he's like mentally thinking he's behind, and so he's going to be going for
just
those
throwing
like
out stuff.
I mean that sometimes forwards.
Yeah, see. Oh, that was actually a super good up B.
Oh, all right.
Okay. No tipper, but he still got Roy off stage.
And there's a stock. Yeah, you saw him. He dipped out.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm out.
He's like, I'm saving this time. I might want to utilize what more time we have, but
yeah,
wasting none of it.
And even though Saber is playing a bit too aggressive maybe right now, it's working out for him. Like, he's been making good calls. That's not gonna take it yet.
I wonder how many more pummels he might have taken. Oh wow!
That was a sick counter. I don't think even pummels would have done it because he had no rage.
I do like Saber's movement. He's doing the extended foxtrots very well.
Yeah, the extended dash dance, that's not going to take it. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the hilt.
He was in the hilt, but I think
he got punched in the face by Roy is effectively what happened. I mean, there was no sword contact.
That's the only way that Roy can kill you. Ooh, that was okay, so he's figuring out when he can up B out of Roy's punishes. So that's going to help him here in the long run. And now he's, see? Like, if he gets that jab, he can just up B out of it. If it's spaced like to where you'll get the strong jab.
Yeah.
Like if he's spacing for weak jab, you can't up B out. But all right, this is looking a lot better for Saber right now. He's dictating the pace of the match in the way that Marth wants to.
Oh, that was beautiful. All right. Oh man.
All right, going to game 3.
That perfect pivot forward tilt. That was spot on.
That was very nice, and
it was funny because I was in a conversation earlier with him today. You know, we kind of wanted to spar a little bit, and you know, I kind of do that with all the players just because I really want to see everyone advance.
Sure.
I was kind of like talking to him while I was at work, and I was on Discord because screw work, right?
Right.
Actually, no, I was on Facebook. Either way,
same
thing. But you know, he's like, I want to get better at the game, and I was just like, okay, play safe. And I was just like, his tilts are really good, so try to utilize them more. And he definitely did very well in that game.
And there's the up tilt. I was actually just about to say I would like to see him use up tilt a bit more. Oh!
The flank, the Warriors.
Whoa, that was a really weird down air, but it worked.
Sometimes it's I don't know if that was what he wanted. He said he's been doing a lot of input errors recently.
Okay.
And some things, you know, just haven't worked out in his favor.
It worked for him, though.
But on that time. And actually, something that I like, you know, Palutena gets options out of down air on stage. And, you know, you get setups like you can go into up airs.
That's,
magnet hands
coming in strong for Roy. Oh my god,
reverse
tipper.
That's it.
And yeah, wow. Saber just did a really good, and if you saw between game 1 and game 2, he was really thinking about like what he needed to do. And I think that's something that a lot...
Oh, okay. No. Okay, he thought he had his jump, but he jumped away out of the, I believe it was a grab earlier.
Yeah, but like if you, like between games 1 and 2, he was really thinking about like what he was needing to do as a player, like to just come back from the mistakes he made in game 1. And I think that's something that a lot of people kind of overlook, is that mental thought process between games. It's really important to like just be able to analyze what you're doing, and like you can take that time in between games to that's it.
Wow. Okay. Even with that SD.
That was some really good spacing there in games 2 and 3. Like that reverse tipper on the first stock, and then calling out that jump.
I mean, it still covered
hard.
a lot of options, like that forward smash that he did. Like,
yeah, no, they were really good.
Because it covered the jump as well.
Yeah,
so
like
his
he covered
timing
that jump
was pretty
insanely hard on the second stock.
Definitely good
stuff.
For sure.